than just some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buffaloes will kick it away first. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Delaware's offense will get the first crack at it here. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy. And challenge, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Blue Hens are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Colorado's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Gives it on the option. The Blue Hens will move the sticks with the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what...
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The screen, and watch out. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
With the catch, it's Hayden. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got his man downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Salter. The screen. He's got wheels. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's a seam wide open. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal.
On the field goal.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Skips away from pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Blue Hens decide to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Salter. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw. And then
the ball's on the ground. Turning on the Jets.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Hayden. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Setting up the screen. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Good timing on the quick out. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Rides to back and leaves it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quick release on the RPO. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Off play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Quickly to the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense offense makes a third down stop. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. Catches it at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Salter. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grab behind the line. It's Hayden. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Runs through a tackle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He unleashes a long one. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. On the ground, it's Price. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Miller. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
A lot of guys on defense playing really well with their eyes right now. They were not fooled by that jet sweep.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Salter. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 17 over Oklahoma State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Takes the easy throw in the flat.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab at the 30. He's loose. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Pass interference. Offense.
That is a tough one to take, to get an explosive play like that and have it wiped out by a penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Here we go. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's LeBoy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On third down, going up top. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Salter. He'll throw it. Finds his man, it's Price. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons. And because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard of that guy, heard of that guy, heard of that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Colorado. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. You know this coaching staff was hoping for more from their senior quarterback. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. And the Buffaloes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to pass, it's Salter. That's caught, it's Miller. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more?
Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion, next play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got a man, it's Miller. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness fairness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
He's got the back in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Bucs! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 27 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick pass on the fly motion. Running into the open space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Blue Hens want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds and complete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
To the air on 1st down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's looking deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the 1st half, but the defense loves this because right now...
Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And it's been a struggle throwing the ball so far. Both secondaries are doing a great job neutralizing the explosive playmakers by shutting down passing windows. They've disrupted the timing and rhythm of these QBs, and unless something changes, we're looking at a low-scoring affair in this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Blue Hens will kick it off second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going to the run to start this second half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The short hands. It's Miller. There he goes. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
To the air, it's Salter. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
On the option. Now the pitch. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's still running after the move. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion, setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Wide open spaces. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Gives it on the option. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fighting off the defender. Got the first down. Looking for more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Spits it out to the back. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the returner will be dragged down. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution.
He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And the Blue Hens with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And just wedges to the head a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Here's a heat. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Looking for space. It's Hayden. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Number 16 on the field goal.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the score.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Finds his tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quick.
Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. At this point, the way things have gone in this one, they're probably not surprised. You make a play and they wipe it out on the penalty. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He wants it all. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Salter. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. The kick is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the gun, the ground game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Blue Hens have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Inside the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
The give on the option. Oh, a lot of space. Lots of running room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Power football with the run. Looking for room at the 40. Bulldozes his way through. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They'll ride the hot hand. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Puts it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
He'll keep it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The give as they work on that clock. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
and the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.